Hi friends, and welcome to this week's puppet video. So this is our second week of Puppet Club. If you didn't get your kit for last week, go ahead and stop in the library if you've signed up. If you haven't, we still have a couple kits left. Will warn you though, I will be taking those Puppet Club kits on Monday. Anything that's left over to Storytime for people to pick up and take. So we are done with hand puppets as of Monday morning. So if you're wanting one, you'll need to sign up for one and stop by the library before Monday morning. This week we will be making hand puppets. So last week we made the eyes and made our hands into puppets. This week we're going to be making a puppet that covers our hands. We're going to be making dogs, but after we're done doing the dogs, I'll tell you how you can change these up to make your own puppets and your own designs. In your kit, you should have a sheet of yellow paper, half sheet of brown paper, some black paper, some white paper, and a red piece of paper. What you will need from your home are scissors, a glue stick, and either crayons or markers. So let's get started with today's puppet build. Alright, so we are going to start with our yellow piece of paper. We have our long edge here and our short edge. Now, we don't want to crease this too much, but we want to give ourselves a middle line to work off of. So we're going to take the two long edges and have them meet up. Just give a little crease, not too much, so that we know where to put our sides in. So we're going to take our long side into the center and fold it. And we're going to take our other side and we're going to fold it. We're going to let it overlap just a little bit, because we're going to glue. So we fold it over just a little bit. We're going to take our glue stick, open it back up, put it just along the edge there. You want to make sure there isn't any glue in the center here. You don't want to glue it together. Your hand won't go in there. So glue those edges together. And if you need a little more, because I seem to need a little more, do it on the open side too, which is fun. You just want to make sure that you have a pocket. After we have glued those sides together, we are going to flip it over, and we're going to fold our paper in half so that the short sides meet. Fold it in half. This edge is so loose, I'm going to add just a little more so that I have it there. Then you're going to take the end and fold it up and then do it on the other side. So that you end up with a paper that looks like an M with the open ends here, because this will be your puppet base. Now we need to work on our puppet face. We did the base, now we need the face. So this is going to be my top part of my puppet. The very first thing I'm going to do is make some ears. And I didn't make templates for this because I want you to design your own ears. And I'm going to, because I want my ears to be similar, I'm going to fold my brown piece of paper in half. And that is a very old and dry marker. There we go, that'll work. And I'm going to draw just so I know kind of a guideline. You want to make sure not to draw onto this line or else you'll end up with it being attached. So I'm going to move away from that line. Just do a little loop there. You can make the ears as big or as little as you would like. Cut those out. I gave you plenty of paper, so if you have an oops moment, or you're not happy with the ears that you made, you can go back and make new ones. So I think I like my ears. I like the size of those ears, so I'm going to attach those ears on to my dog. And I'm going to put them right up in the corner there. Alright, the next thing I need, let's see, I might do an eye. Actually, I might do both eyes. And a good way to measure an eye, if you want to have a good sized eye, is maybe use your glue cap. Or if you have a soda bottle cap or something round, you could even use a hole, if you've got a hole like that on your scissors. I'm going to use my glue cap to trace my circle around. It was a little on the sticky side. And again, I folded my paper in half, so I'll cut once, but I'll have two pieces. Finding circles around you to help trace is a good game of I Spy. So we have our two eyes. Now I could just put them on after drawing the pupils on, or I'm going to show you something else you can do. So I'm going to draw the pupils, which are the black part of the eyeball. So I drew the black part of the eye. Now, you can do that that's one option, or you can use the black paper. And I'll show you a shortcut for doing the black paper. You know how we cut out the eye using my glue cap as a template? We trace around it again. Cut it out. Amazing that black on black, you can see that. Cut around that. Doesn't have to be perfect. So you can draw, or you can find a spot where you want to have your eye pupil. Wait, that doesn't look right, because look, these look very different. Well, you can flip it over and trim it. So you trim along the white. So that you have the same thing, two different ways. You can draw it or you can cut it out. Now, I can put those on there like that, or I might add maybe a patch around the eye. If I wanted to do a patch, you know what? I think I'm going to do a black patch around the eye. So I'm just going to draw a squiggly patch. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Draw a squiggly patch on there. You could even free cut it if you wanted. I think my patch might have been drawn a little big. I could put a patch on my dog's face before I put the eye on there. So I think I'm going to do that. And really, you can make it any way you want. If you wanted to draw a patch on, you could draw a patch on as well. That way. glue those eyes on. And maybe you want to add a patch on an ear, and you can draw that on. Or you could cut it out if you'd like as well. So this really allows you to do either drawing or cutting out. The very last thing we need to add is a nose on top here before we go to the mouth. And I've got this circle already cut out for my eyes, but their noses are almost triangular. So we want to draw kind of a triangle. So you could either use that piece or you could do a triangle on your black paper. Or it could have a brown nose. If you want to do a brown nose, you could do a brown nose as well. Cut it out. So we have a nose to attach on here. Make a big nose, little nose. So we finished the top. Now we have to do the inside of the mouth, and we're going to do a tongue inside of the mouth. So a lot like our ears, we're going to use our red paper. Draw a tongue, which is looks like the letter U. Cut it out. Now, mine might be a little big for the mouth, and that's where we learn how to trim things up. We need to. Tongue. Let's see. You know what? I think it fits just right. So I'm going to put some glue. You notice Miss Heather holds onto her pieces, but you can do it on the table as well. It's really what works best for you. So, that is the basic dog puppet. When you're done with this craft, because you can do any designs, again, this really lends itself to either having the pieces cut out or drawn on. The big thing is the base, which is that folding of the paper. You could do this with any color paper. I have seen unicorns made this way, dragons made this way. Anything can be made. Any kind of critter or person could be made this way out of this puppet. It's a simple hand puppet that once you are done, you can put your hands in and have it talk. So you could do, you know, how much is that doggy in the window? Woof, woof. The one with the waggly tail. Woof, woof. How much is that doggy in the window? Woof, woof. I do hope that doggy's for sale. So you could do a little song with it, rhyme with it. So this is a little different than last week's with our hands being it. Now we have something covering our hands. You can nod up and down or play around with it. Send me your pictures, send me your videos of your different puppets that you're making. Next week's puppet kit is going to be a lot of fun. We are going to be making paper plate bird puppets. This puppet is going to cover your hand and part of your arm. We're slowly making our way over your arm now. And it's going to have feathers involved. So we're going to be making a paper plate bird puppet. If you haven't registered for the summer reading program, you can still register. It goes all summer. It goes till August 31st. You get to enter for tickets for grand prizes. If you finish the program, you get a book. If you're in our Rubber Duck Club, you get a book and a stuffed animal. And there are coupons that we're giving out. Right now, we've got Dane County Fair tickets. And next week, we start handing out, or it's next week or the week after, Mallards tickets. For you to go to a Mallards game in August. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I will see you next week for our next puppet build. Have a great day.